Well, this might be an epically short video. You may have figured out harnesses and stuff take a lot of time, so it's pretty boring showing you every single detail of the whole thing. Most of from here, a couple of bits to sort out there. Oh, it's not that bad. I guess that's where that plug is, so that's okay. So from there through to where it is, about there, it's pretty good. We need some more insulation on a little couple of areas here because it's a bit short doing what it's doing now. I need to repin a couple of the wires for idle speed control, and that's that side of it pretty much sorted out and not far away from being able to put the inlet manifold back on there and test all the injectors still work, etc. Big mess here. Big mess here. This needs to be shortened up a lot. I have ordered some new pins to go in here to do that. I've got some, but not enough. I don't really want to get part way into it and do it all in one hit, which will be mega fun. 2 or 3 minutes for each wire, 34 wires on each plug. Going to take a bit of time. I'm actually going to take that, I won't have a light, so it might be a bit dark in here, and put the ECU, it's not too bad in here, is it? And tuck it up in there. Either in that box, it might fit in that one, or the one above it. And I'll take that out and I'll put the link ECU bracket in there somehow, or maybe even attach it onto the bottom here or whatever. I'll do a nice install inside there, and we don't have to take as much out of the harness, and it'll be tucked away nice and safe, easier to mount it properly and all that sort of carry on. Speaking of mounting properly, I was in here ferreting around doing other things. Notice the other side of a drive shaft hoop. Now, I did a drive shaft hoop for this car and welded some brackets onto the chassis, and somebody else came along and decided that he can't do that, and he cut it off, and he did it this way, which is the way that you would normally do it. I didn't do it like this on this car because that's the first section from the center line of the car coming out. That's the first place that you can get a double plate onto a single panel of the floor. It's a long way from there to the center of the car, is quite a distance. And with a 50x5 strap on there, I'll be able to go under that car, grab hold of the drive shaft hoop and pull it down with my hands because it's so far between there and the center of there. That's why it wasn't done like this. So this person reckoned I didn't know what I was doing and he can do it better, so he cut mine off and he put this on, and he's put his double plates over the top of the sound dampening material on the floor, which is a big fail. You can't do that. That's not legit. Won't pass low volume vehicle cert if they're doing the cert properly. It also won't pass because at least, what's that, 10-15% of this bracket, or double plate rather, is hanging out in the breeze. It's not actually touching the floor because it's sitting on top of that there, but over here it's not. So this isn't, it's just not good. Just not good at all. Bad. And it's the same on the other side. Yes, basically exactly the same. I was going to say it's marginally better, but yeah, it's pretty much the same. So you can't do that. That doesn't work. And I'm not sure that plate is even actually big enough. There's a minimum surface area. I haven't measured it, to be fair, but that to me looks a bit small. A bit not good enough. While we're banging on about it, we might as well have a look at it underneath the car. Hang on a second. Pretty hard to see it from here, but you can see where he's cut off the brackets that I had welded on. He's put his bracket underneath that. He's put some packers in between, 2 packers in between the floor and his bracket. And it's a significant distance from where his doubler plate is to this 90-degree bend in the middle where it goes up to the actual hoop, which I'm not sure we'll be able to see Ah, yeah, there we go. You can see it. It's just a poor install. It's just not how you do it. It might pass a cert depending on where you take it, but it's just... Things like this really annoy me when you go to the effort of doing a nice job or something. Someone comes along, undoes it because they reckon they know better, and then they do a junk job. And guess what? We're going to have to undo it and start all over. He's got his fuel hose or fuel pipes, the hard lines. We're clearly going to be rubbing and chafing on the drive shaft hoop that he's put in there, so he's put rubber hose around the pipes. I mean, yeah, okay, there's one way to do it, but I can't say I wouldn't do it. I probably have, but that's not really the way to do it. A lot of pop rivets holding the fuel hose clamps. You don't do that. That's junk. You don't do that. And these are probably about the right size to go in the original factory brackets anyway. So, what's he achieved, you know? Ay. Somewhere up there, I'm not sure if we can see it, there's a hole in the gearbox where there's supposed to be a speedo fender. Can we see it? It's difficult. Yeah, there's the hole. You can see it. I can't. It's on the screen. So we'll probably have to take that transmission cross member off that I made and fit the speedo sender, which we're getting from our mate Calvin at the Cartoon Company. So, fun and games. I better grab my light. Come with me. Right. Okay, enough grizzling for today. I'm going to take a rest. Lying down. I'll use this as a good pillow, this tyre. We actually have made some progress today, so 6 hours into it or whatever. Doesn't look like I've done anything when you look at the car, but we're 6 hours better off than what we were before, so that's pretty good. All right. I think probably all this weight saving off the car, but this thing on my face probably needs to disappear. It's probably 10 grams there, eh? All right. Catch you later. Cheers, bye.